Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me in this session. My name is Phương from University of Foreign Language Studies, the University of Da Nang. In today's presentation, I will talk about the online teaching of IELTS, and the topic is, does online instruction hinder or facilitate academic skill development? First, I will explain the background and briefly describe some previous studies that are directly relevant to my research. Then I introduce the present research objectives, explain the methodology, and present main findings. I will include the talk with some implications. As you may know, International English Language Testing System, or IELTS, is one of the most commonly used tests for a range of purposes, such as taking admissions to university worldwide, fulfilling the language exit requirement, and applying for jobs. IELTS has a writing component, and it may present a lot of challenge to writers of English for as a foreign language. So it's important to focus research attention on writing courses and their design, delivery, and effectiveness. The recent shift to an online mode of delivery due to the COVID-19 pandemic make it necessary to address the key issues that are related to teaching writing when planning an online IELTS academic writing course. And it's also important to examine, to conduct research on the effectiveness of online writing courses to examine its impact on a student academic progress. According to ARAS, the online teaching of writing is more well organized than a regular course because it's easier to access all documentation, student works, or tutor feedback, and also result from the server. Another benefits of offering the writing course online is that it facilitates both exam strategies as well as the feedback mechanism that support the learners to improve their overall language proficiency. Feedback is the most important factors in online teaching. And in online mode, it's also equally important to follow up on the actions taken by learners after the feedback to see improvements in the student writing. And in fact, teachers' feedback is more beneficial if it is extended beyond forms and grammatical structures to also include some other factors such as task achievement, coherence and cohesion, and lexical range. Two studies are found to be directly relevant to my research. The first one was conducted by Ebadi and Rami in 2019 to explore the impact of online synchronous one-on-one individual dynamic assessment on EFL learners' academic writing skills, and if learners may sustain their possible development in synchronous transcendent tasks. The study also explored EFL learners' attitudes and perceptions toward the impact of online synchronous one-on-one individual dynamic assessment on academic writing skills. Their study found the positive impact of dynamic assessment on IELTS students' writing skills adopted through online synchronous learning. Their study also highlighted the learners' positive perceptions of the impact of online dynamic assessment on academic writing skills. The second study that is relevant to my research is one undertaken by Narayanan and Matthew just last year, 2020. They examined perceptions and performance of learners in an 8-week online IELTS course. And to do this, they interviewed the learners and analyzed their written script in terms of phrasal features like an adjective now, adjective, active now, and now sequences. The study found an increase in the number of phrasal features, which actually reflect considerable improvements in student writing performance. My research aims to evaluate the performance of learners during an online IELTS writing course and also explore their perceptions of the course. The online IELTS writing course is designed to help learners achieve 6.5. At the moment of data collection, the learners had done 5 sessions on IELTS writing task 1. It consisted of 2 hours of in-class instructional practice in 1 week and another 2 hours of in-class feedback provision in the following week. After each session, the learners completed 1 writing assignment. After the 5 sessions, the learner had a test. Writing scripts were collected from 3 learners whose level was about 5.0 at the time of enrollment. The writing produced by the 3 participants was analyzed in terms of accuracy to see if there were improvements in their writing skills. Accuracy was measured by global unit expressed in terms of the proportion of error-free T units of all T units and error-free clauses of all clauses. Both proportions were expressed as percentages. These indexes have been shown to be effective, reliable, and realistic measure of accuracy. So they were used in my studies to measure the accuracy of student writing. T unit here is defined as consisting of main clause plus all subordinate clauses and non-clausal structures that are attached to or embedded in it. When identified errors in student writing, I adopted the following convention. Errors in lexis or word choice were included only when the word used accused meaning. All errors in spelling and punctuation were ignored. Errors in data representation were also ignored, like here. To explore learners' perceptions of the online IELTS writing course, I designed an open-ended questionnaire in an online format. The questionnaire elicits learners' overall experience of the online IELTS writing course, their perceptions of peer and teachers' feedback, their follow-up action, and their writing habits. The responses were analyzed qualitatively to identify themes. Here comes the result. This is the performance of the first learner. As can be seen here, there was an improvement in his writing's performance, although not very steady. Writing in section 4 and 5 saw a sharp drop in accuracy. And these are some of the most common errors identified from his writing. As you can see in the student writing extract here, most of the common errors involve the use of article. So here you can see that there is omitted article or omitted relative pronouns. And errors also involve the use of plurals or singulars, like the percentage of female or using email was the most popular online activities. Participant 2 shows an improvement, but a significant decrease in performance in the final section under test condition. So as you can see from participant 2, writing in section 3, most of the most common errors made here include the use of expressions of measurement like here, or word forms minimally dropped. Participant 3 shows a higher level of accuracy in almost all sessions, with an exception with an exception of session 3, where he makes some mistake mainly involving the use of prepositions. As you can see here, they use it forcibly. Overall, there are some common errors that are found in all participants in writing, like expressions of measurement, articles use, or preposition use. However, the analysis also revealed some individual differences in terms of the errors the participants make and their performance during the test condition. Despite individual variation, the student written script analysis highlighted improvements in their performance in the writing task. And the learner also thought that they have made improvements in their writing skills. Learner responses to the questionnaire provide further insights into the online IELTS writing course. Generally, the learners had a positive learning experience. They said that the online course is just like an offline one, just like a direct class where they receive immediate feedback and helpful feedback from the teacher. They were satisfied with the way that the course is designed. It has clear structures and objectives, and students have very easy access to all materials without having to download files. They all agree that peer feedback and teachers' feedback, and especially teacher feedback, were very effective and substantially essential because they help them know how to address the questions better, understand mistakes and avoid them in future writing, and build their confidence in giving comments. When they have a better understanding of how to organize, how to structure the writing, and how to express their ideas. When asked about whether they took further actions after the feedback, one student said she did not actually have devote adequate time to revising the writing as required. The other two reviewed comments and feedback and make revisions as required. And participant 3 also just for the practice by searching some topics online and work on them. Learner writing habits also varied. One said he did not write besides the assignments that teachers gave them. One writes short stories and song lyrics in English, and the other does other activities to support writing, like reading English stories, listening to English videos and audios, and also reading about grammar. So, what can we see from the quantitative and qualitative analysis of student writing and responses? The result from my research shows that there are student improvements in writing performance, albeit rather unsteady. It can be due to a rather short period of time that students were exposed to writing instructions, only 5 sessions and one practice test. So hopefully more sessions will allow learners enough time to fix errors that may have been formed for a long time. The result also point to the effectiveness of the design of the online course and the pedagogical approach. Teacher feedback, both direct and indirect, peer feedback, and error recording were claimed to have a positive impact on student writing performance. We have also seen individual variation in writing performance. Although the study did not examine the causal relationship between writing performance and student actions, there may be some correlation. Those who spend time reviewing, revising the feedback, and further practicing writing performed better than those who did not. For future interventions, perhaps, more in-class writing practice should be organized to familiarize learners with test condition. Because as can be seen from the result, one student did not perform really well under the test condition. Thank you so much for your attention. If you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer.